I gotta wait. How long I gotta wait for a press record?
Go.
Welcome to the stand, where Miss Dreme always has a story.
It's Dreme, and we got a season 2. Your Black Bostonian here, a product of a single mother who I work to make proud every single day. I'm a 3-degree holder, your veteran educator, your tech entrepreneur, and founder of the Chair platform. My platform is dedicated to supporting Black and Brown people on their hair journey by creating hair boards, connecting to hairstylists, and sharing haircare tips for a more joyous experience. My podcast is about sharing hair stories, educator stories, entrepreneurship stories, and stories surrounding identity with goals to leave you laughing, learning, and advocating. So come in and listen to the stories in the chair.
Where we share stories in the chair.
Hey, beautiful people. This is Beauty. Beauty, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Beauty, born and raised on the East Coast of Massachusetts, and I'm here to have a great conversation with a good friend.
My podcast is called The Chair, and we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about identity, education, and that foundation is hair. Because hair, for many, is connected through identity. It is connected at how they see themselves and how they identify with their inner self. And so I'm curious to know, do you remember the first time you fell in love with your hair?
I do. It was a period in time when I was still getting relaxers, and my hair had grown down to my waist. And at that point in time, people were still asking, "Is that your hair?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's mine." But I felt it wasn't as much that I felt more beautiful, but I felt stronger. It's almost like, I don't know, Samson and Delilah, in the respect that being a Black woman, being able to grow your hair in a way that people don't believe that we can grow our hair was, I guess you could call that a superpower, is I felt good about knowing that I was able to care for myself in a way that allowed my hair to do what it wanted to do and to be flowy and long. But then what's interesting is a shift occurred because I moved to Hawaii, and I realized that this long, luxurious, beautiful hair that I love so much was preventing me from going in the ocean. Because, as a Black woman with a relaxer, we are not the best friends with water. And for me, a day of washing my hair consisted of, a washing, a roller set, and sitting under the dryer for 3 hours, because I did not blow dry my hair, because I found that if I blow dried my hair, it would break off. So roller sets is what, for me, allowed me to grow my hair long. And I was like, I am not sitting under the dryer after having a wonderful day at the pool or in the beach, before I can go out and be what is considered presentable. So I shaved my head.
Wait, it's not like you chopped a little off. You just said, I'm done with this?
I said, you know what? If this is what is holding me back from my true joy, which is lounging in the pool. I love to swim.
Same.
And I had come to a point in my life where I had a partner who was financially responsible, and I basically got to live a life of luxury. And I was in a high rise with 2 pools, and I was a mile from the ocean, and all of which I could see from my living room and my bedroom. And I wasn't taking this in, and I'm like, there's something really wrong with that. My hair is what is the disruptor in this. I said, well, let's get rid of the disruptor. And I literally shaved my hair off, and I could breathe, because not only could I go swimming whenever I wanted to, I could wash my hair every day if I wanted to. I could be in the rain the way I love to and just take it all in. It gave me a freedom that I didn't realize had been missing. And then from there, I decided to start locks. I never went back to relaxers after that, because yes, it looks great. It makes us feel good, but it's not who we are. Our hair is meant to grow in every direction possible, anywhere it wants to, any color, every style, every from coarse to baby fine to, we have the most magnificent crown. And we have gotten to a point where we were stifling our beauty, our ability to really blossom in what is our crown. And I said, I'm not going to do that to myself again. And I had always wanted locks, always. My mother was a very close-minded person, thought that they were dirty and that I could never have them. She started relaxing my hair at 9 years old. That was what was amazing too, is my journey after shaving my head is, how do I take care of my hair? Like I had never, since the time I was a child, actually seen my hair in its natural state and learned how to take care of it, because I was told that it was difficult and that it was hard to take care of my hair and that it was easier if I got the relaxer put in. So that was my thing is, I got an inch of growth and I'd go and get my hair touched up. My hair grows very fast. It grew very fast at that time. And I had to learn over again. And it was a little embarrassing, actually, to know that I have no idea how to take care of the hair on top of my head. So it was, again, a learning process. And once I figured out that my hair is phenomenal and it has great buoyancy, I loved everything about having my hair grow into an afro. And then I asked my niece if she would help me start locks. And that started my lock journey in, I want to say 2013, started my lock journey.
Where we share stories in the chair.
Look, it's my commercial. We will be right back.
It's more than just a bad hair day. It's a journey. Finding the right hairstyle isn't easy, nor is finding the right stylist or the right products. Looking in every corner of the web gets messy, overwhelming, and exhausting. All the ads, the articles, the products, the videos, it shouldn't be this hard, but it is. And now, it isn't. The Chair. A black and brown centered platform where you can design hair boards, connect to hairstylists, and share hair care tips for a new joyful path on your hair journey. Avoid the clutter, save yourself hours, months, and even years of research and poor trial and error. Everything you need and only what you need is in one place. Hair boards made by people like you, for you. Find the right products, the right people, the right answers for you, stress-free. Join the Chair community and make every day a great hair day. When you share your pain, you allow others to help you. And when you share your success, you help others get theirs. Lean on the Chair. We got you. No stress, no strife. In the chair. The chair. The chair. All right.
Oh, and if you're interested to learn more about my experiences as a Black woman and educator in Guangzhou, China, I wrote my first ebook titled Nowhere and Everywhere, Capture the Emotions of a Beautifully Broken Love Story. It is on lulu.com. Take a read and see some beautiful photography of mine. Enjoy the rest of the show.
The chair.
Now I'm starting over again because, as you know, I went through a bout with breast cancer. I was diagnosed Juneteenth of last year of 2024. And since then, I have lost my hair. That was difficult. It wasn't as difficult as I expected it to be, but ironically, your family was there the day that it started to fall out. I was at the repast for your uncle. And I was walking away and I turned around to get something. And I noticed two of my locks were on the floor. And I said, wow, it's begun. Because I didn't know what it was going to look like to lose my locks. Like I couldn't envision losing my hair, but to lose my locks, I didn't know how that was going to happen. So actually, your mom still has held on to them for me. But shortly after that is when I decided that it'd be better for me to just, again, shave my head, because having them fall out one at a time was like, it was painful for me. So that's what I did. Because if I put any kind of pressure on a lock, it would literally fall off in my hand. So as devastating as it was, because my locks were again back down to my bottom, and I loved my locks. They were what I'd wanted my entire life.
How long did you have your locks?
I had them from 2013 to 2024, and they were down below my bottom, and I loved them. I think I've loved my hair in every way that it has been since I've had it, partially because I've had to learn about how to care for it each and every time that something happened. But this one was dramatic in the fact that I literally, I had no hair and did not have the ability to grow it back because of toxic chemicals that were put in my body to get rid of something that was slowly killing me. And that is something that recently I've had to come to terms with, because I was present for that year. I know that I had cancer. Believe me, I know, because every week I was going to get chemotherapy. But I think I may have disassociated in some way during that time, because when I was diagnosed, my instant reaction was, okay, how do we fix this? It wasn't, wow, like there is something inside of my body that's trying to take me out. Like I somehow missed that whole portion of what was happening to me. So when I actually lost my locks is when I said, okay, well, something is happening that obviously my body doesn't like. But when my hair started growing back is when I realized that I survived something that was trying to take my life from me, that had appeared from nowhere. Because actually, when I went for genetic testing, all of my genetic testing said that I was not a person that was predisposed to get cancer. And that most likely, once this cancer was taken care of, that I probably won't get, they can't say 100%, but they said probably I would not have a reoccurrence of cancer in my life. So it came out of nowhere. It came in like a wrecking ball. I had a tennis ball. It was more like, it was in between a golf ball and tennis ball sized lump in my breast that I swear it grew overnight, but it was shocking to find. And I still somehow got all the way to losing my hair, growing my hair back, relearning my hair before I figured out that, oh, wait a second, all this happened to bring me to this place. And it's caused a little havoc in my life, because I've had to come to terms again with the fact that I'm still here. I'm still not sure what I want to be when I grow up. And I'm not sure what the purpose is, but I'm pretty happy that I get to find out.
Is your grandfather, was he talking to you a lot during that time?
I felt so blessed during this whole experience. And I called them my tribe. I had a group of friends that came out of the woodwork and said, whatever we can do, just let us know. So my grandfather was there, my ancestors were there, but I had a physical representation of these beautiful angels that came around me and just lifted me up. I'm separated from my husband, but he and a friend that I've known since grade school, before that, I think kindergarten. I think we've known each other since kindergarten, who I hadn't spoken to in years. We had reconnected right before I got the diagnosis. But between the two of them, they were taking me every week to my treatments without involving me in the decision on who was going to do it or anything. They just talked to each other and they let me know who was going to be picking me up. All of my group of friends, I had them come by and introduce them to people, to each other, so that if a phone call occurred or if something happened, they'd be able to get in touch with each other and figure out what to do, because I was at a point that I was overwhelmed again. And also, this was bigger than and I had never experienced this before, so I didn't know what I needed. But I wanted to have a group around me that if I needed something, they could figure out how to get it for me. And that's exactly what I got. there is no way, there are no words that I could possibly ever have to thank the people around me during that time that made this experience much easier. And maybe that's why I never realized that something was coming to take me out, because I had so much positive energy. I have people in Michigan that sent me lotions and positive cards and all kinds of beautiful gifts, Uber Eats cards, so I could go out and have a meal and not have to worry about it. I have another friend in Salisbury who got me these most beautiful blankets with these encouraging words on them. One of them was for breast cancer, so it was pink, and it had all these encouraging words, and I would take that to my treatments with me and cover myself in that. But she was there, and she brought me a journal, and she brought me this beautiful bracelet that helps me to remind me that she is there. I have been blessed with the people around me. Your mom being one of the biggest. I can't even tell you how many nights I was on the phone with your mother until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, either crying or cracking up or telling stories. And she was my rock. She actually came to the first appointment when I was diagnosed. They did not let her in the room, which I will not forgive my primary care's office for, but she was there. And then we had burgers afterwards, and she's still there. Like all of these people. And what blows my mind is that some of these people are even saying, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. And it's like, whoa, no apology is necessary, because whether or not you believe you were, you were. I just was surrounded with so much positivity and love and encouragement and security that even though I live alone with my dog Lulu, I felt like I had a room full of people with me at all times. So I am blessed. But again, back to my hair, I have curls. So my hair has started to grow back. Somebody told me that it was going to be a different texture. They did not lie. I used to have very coarse, very thick, probably the same as your hair, which my mom considered difficult, but I had very thick hair, very coarse hair. And now it's like feathery little billows of curls. It's the weirdest thing. I can wash my hair every day and it just goes boing and it turns into curls again. So again, another place in my hair journey that is exciting, but at the same time, a little strange, because I didn't know how to, I'm learning what products to use to encourage my hair to do what it's, because it has a mind of its own now. I don't even have to sleep with a sleep cap. It just goes from curly to straight, and then I add a little bit of water and the curls come back. I'm like, hey, I like this. So now I can swim and keep my hair long. So yeah, my hair journey has been exciting and scary, and I have learned through this experience that I do not have a oddly shaped head, nor do I have hot dogs on the back of my neck. And those things, I'm glad that I was able to knock those off my checklist. So I feel that I can cut off my hair anytime and feel comfortable.
Beauty, thank you so much for sitting in the chair and sharing your stories. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. I had the best time. I told you I walked in here and I felt completely relaxed and just planned on having a great conversation. So another thing I can check off my bucket list.
Welcome to the chair, where Miss Dreme always has a story.
Thank you for listening to an episode of The Chair. I'm going to share with you a dream of mine. I would love to be on Sesame Street. Sesame Street held my hand through childhood. In my dream, I would be in my big afro or rainbow braids sitting on the stoop sharing hair stories. I would like your help, please, by doing all the things like leave a review, share it with someone who would benefit from hearing this episode. And if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone at Sesame Street, share your favorite episode with them, and I'll make you some of my famous chocolatey hot chocolate. I hope you have a beautiful day, or if you are like me, still up in the middle of the night, I hope you take a deep breath and rest. Love you. Talk to you later.
chair.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Dream, hello. I just wanted to tell you you're wonderful. I just got through going through your podcast. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Keep it up. Maybe I need to send it to Oprah and Tyler Perry. Love you, baby. You are great.
Where we share stories in the chair.